I do think an underrated pleasure is coffee outside in the morning. There's nature all around. There's a pigeon cooing in the tree. Cows are grazing. And I'm drinking coffee. What else do I want? If tea is your drink, or hot chocolate, or whatever, pint of beer. Not for me, but cheers to you. Your favourite morning tipple is enhanced by being outside, I think. It's Monday morning, but it's not too bad. Mischief and I are here in the garden again. But I've gone early this morning. It's not raining. Oh, yeah. Must be the 18th, 19th, 20th, 22nd. I think it's about the 22nd of July. And it's actually really nice. It's not too hot. It's forecast to be 21. It doesn't feel like 21, and that's fine. But, yep. So far, I would say, nice cup of coffee outside is my hashtag Monday motivation.
Some time passes, lunch is served, and then...
Later the same day, Monday afternoon, and I know it's inane ramblings of a puppy owner, but it's going to be inane rantings of a puppy owner, because I want to rant about McDonald's. I love McDonald's normally, but they've changed. I know they change things every so often. I'm vegetarian, so I don't have the meat options. I know they keep the meat things. I assume they keep the meat things, the sort of the core menu the same. And I know they actually, thinking about it, they do change that, don't they? They change bits and pieces, and you can have this for a while, and then you can't have it for a while. But the cheesy things seem to change much more regularly, and there is no staple cheese thing that's always on offer. So I love the halloumi, I love the mozzarella, I like the cheese bites, but I don't like garlic. I can't digest garlic very well, so it makes I have tried them, but it just makes me feel really, really ill and sick and bleh. And also another rant, I loved the sour cream dip they did. I used to love that. They've changed that. That's gone. That is now garlic dip as well. So at the moment, I could have the plant burger, but I don't really like the plant burger. The only things I could have are garlicky. So I've just driven to McDonald's and bought everybody else something back and not had something. That's unheard of for me. But I just looked at the menu and thought, I'm not going to buy just a portion of chips and eat just a portion of chips, but there is nothing, no protein for me to have. So McDonald's, pull your finger out and stop putting garlic in everything. What, are you afraid of vampires or something?
And then?
Well, a bit of excitement today in that the waterboard is here. And, of course, being nosy, I got chatting with the waterboard man. And I was saying, what's going on? You know, are we allowed to know? And apparently, it's very boring. They're just doing a survey of the drains. And that involves putting a camera down the drains. And I've warned the others in the house and said, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it's something to be aware of. That if you are sitting on the toilet with those two putting cameras down the drains, what's to say the cameras don't snake through the pipes and pop up the toilet and give you a shock? So I'm just going to keep my wits about me.
But enough of inane ramblings. Let's have some puppy content.
I haven't said very much today about dogs, actually. So let's catch up on the dog stuff. I have started doing some stay. So we're doing sit, spin, weave. Oh, she's barking at something. Yeah, sit, spin, twist, weave, like walking through my legs. And then I thought, I know, we'll try and do some stays. So I sort of tell her to sit and I give her the signal to stay, and I just step 1 foot away and come back, and she focuses on the treat and I give her the treat at that point. So we just started that. We haven't gone to formal classes yet, and I'm aware that I'm putting that off, and I'm not really sure why. I think I'm afraid, really. I think that because she is so full on and I've had so many problems, and it's kind of bashed my confidence, and I'm thinking I don't want to go to a class and look like an idiot. Something's annoying her, and look like an idiot. But I think I'm going to have to grasp the nettle, take the bull by the horns, and other metaphors, and seize the day, whatever it is, and sign us up for a class. So that will be happening soon-ish.
And now from canine content to leporine content. To save you having to look that up, which I had to do, leporines or leporines are rabbits and hares. See, I can be educational as well as inane.
I've got to tell you this. I think I've just seen hares in the field. And why I think they're hares as opposed to rabbits is rabbits sort of hop, don't they? They sort of, boing, boing, boing along. Whereas hares, I have seen hares once before in a lane early on when we just come to Shropshire. And you don't often see them, but I'm pretty sure I've just seen 2 or 3 hares, at least 2, in the field. And they sort of, if you think of a rabbit as sort of a semicircle that sort of hops along, and a hare is much more like a proper 4-legged animal that stands up and runs. That's my official guide to telling the difference between rabbits and hares. But I think I've just seen hares, and that's the first time. We've lived here about 5 years, and that's the first time I've seen hares in the field. Maybe they've been there and I haven't been looking, or I don't know what was going on. Perhaps I do come out at this time of... It's evening. It's coming up to about 9:30, and obviously I'm in the garden a lot, all day and in the evening as well, and dribs and drabs. But I've never actually seen a hare. I do look out and look at the cows. I'm very interested in the cows. That makes me sound very sad. I'm very interested in the cows, I just like to observe their behaviour and how they interact with each other, and sort of try and think what they're thinking, whether they're thinking nice thoughts about each other, or are they friendly, are they fighting, are they just oblivious of each other, are they just concentrating on eating, what's going on in that little society. So that's my news of the evening. I think I've seen hares, and that makes it sound really lame. I think I've seen hares. No, I've seen hares. I'm pretty sure I've seen hares. And the cows are grazing, and the cows are sort of all in a line, moving down the field, sort of all together in a line, and it makes me think of, when the police do a fingertip search of a field, of an area, and it always makes me think of that sort of phrase, that they're moving down together across the field, like sweeping across it, like we're not going to leave any blade of grass here, we're just going to get all the grass. Come on, well, not fellas, come on, girls. They're mainly girls. I think there is one ball in there. It's been a nice day. Bit of excitement here and there. What more can you ask of a Monday?
The excitement wasn't done for the day, because there were more milestones to come.
It's funny, the little milestones that happen, but tonight, I can't remember what I was doing, but anyway, I know I'd lent into Fuss, Diamond was in the pen, and I lent into Fuss her, and I was leaning back out of the pen, and obviously she wanted me to stay with her, and I think she just tried to grab me and keep me with her, and she caught one of my fingers, and it always seems to be the joints of my fingers. Anyway, she caught the joints of my little finger, and it really hurt, and I was like, ow, and then I thought, oh, when was the last time she did that? And that was a real wake-up call to that she's got a bit better, because I couldn't think. I think might have been yesterday, might have been the day before, I don't know. It's been a while since she actually caught me like that and hurt me, so it's getting better.
This has been the inane ramblings of a puppy owner, with Julie Hill, and sometimes with Diamond the Papillon, and often with Mischief the German Spitzklein. You can find our regular podcasts at dogcastradio.com. And if you have a dog, whatever you're going through with your dog, I'd love to hear from you.